Hello and welcome to the first season of Inspiria Gyan series. I am Taqi Heather. Inspiria Gyan series will inform the audience about different education fields and the career options involved in that field of study. In this podcast series, I will invite educators and experts from different fields to come and share their experiences and views on different topics and careers. So, in order to start this journey, we have a very special guest with us. He is Dr. Anil Chetri from Hospital Department, and he has around 8 years of working experience in the hospital industry. So, welcome to the Inspiria Gyan series, Dr. Anil Chetri.
Thank you, sir, for having me over, and me being the first candidate for your starting a wonderful initiative and a series, and which I hopefully believe that it's going to kick off in a very grand way, and we'll have many more academicians to join you and
Yeah.
give sharing their insights and experiences for the industry.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure to have you on my show. So, my first question to you is, can you guide us about your experience in the hospital industry till now?
Well, sir, it has been very fruitful and rewarding for me. I started my healthcare industry experience with working for a hospital called as BDS Global Hospital. It was a 500 bedded hospital in Bengaluru.
Mm-hmm.
I started my career there, and since there, I have never looked back,
Okay.
and it has been a very very rewarding and ever growing experience for me.
Yeah.
Each day I come across a lot of challenges and better opportunities for everything we meet
Yeah,
for each
yeah,
day.
yeah,
So it's I can say a wonderful experience for anyone who wants to join this industry
yeah.
and to become a part of it. Yes, I would definitely like to them to prosper in this industry and welcome them here.
Okay, so my next question is related to what you said in your first answer. So I just wanted to know that why there is a need for hospital management.
So the answer to this question is very obvious. In fact,
Yeah.
it's like asking a simple fact like why do we need to breathe air?
Hmm.
You understand that, sir? So basically, it's asking like the other way if you put it around, maybe asking whether do you require the hospital to have doctors and nurses to function there.
Hmm.
So, stating the fact, sir, I think so. There's no hospitals that can exist without doctors and nurses. Similarly, we cannot have a hospital that can operate or perform in an optimal manner
Yeah.
without an intact management.
Okay.
So, and also, yes, sir, the hospital management it helps in providing the high quality, healthcare services that we generally experience when you go every time you visit a hospital.
Yeah.
The ever improving, healthcare services that we encounter every time is
Yeah.
because of, the good management practices that each hospital is following
Yeah.
in its background.
Yeah. Okay. Very well said, sir. My next question to you is hospital management a good career? And why should one choose hospital management as a career option?
Um, Sir, even this question, I feel it's very integral for I think so a lot of students and healthcare professionals who want to adopt or or continuously stay in this field. For them, I believe, sir, it's a very good question.
Yeah.
Whenever we pick a field of study, we choose it based either on an interest
Yeah.
or on the opportunity that lies within it.
Okay.
Healthcare industry is an ever expanding industry which has a tremendous growth potential, sir.
Yeah.
For example, let's take an scenario
Yeah.
in this current pandemic of
Yeah.
COVID-19.
COVID-19, yes.
All the industry suffered a major setback.
Hmm.
The economies are crumbling right now. The GDP is coming down, sir,
Yeah.
and the employment opportunities are bleak.
Yeah.
But there are very few industries which has managed to survive and has adapted to the changing scenario.
That's right.
The hospital industry
Yeah.
and the healthcare industry in general is one of those industry which has
Okay.
actually adapted to the current scenario and got ever busier
Yeah.
and ever expanding.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. So, yeah, please go ahead.
So healthcare industry, to just to explain it
Yeah.
furthermore, it does not just include hospitals and clinics
Yeah.
and nursing home,
Yeah.
but it comprises a much larger arena
Yeah.
like medical devices,
That's right.
clinical trials,
Mhm.
telemedicine, pharmaceuticals, diagnostic labs,
Okay.
medical tourism, and health insurance sector.
Wow.
So I'll just present you some of the statistics that
Yes.
will clarify your doubts and questions regarding the industry, sir. The hospital industry is expected to reach a 132.8 billion US dollars in the year 2023 from the existing 61.8 billion US dollars, which was in just 2017.
Okay.
So it is almost growing at a current annual growth rate of 16 to 70%.
Hmm.
And according to a Bureau of Labor Statistics, sir, more than 14.3, sir, that's a big
Yeah,
figure, sir.
yeah.
Million people are currently employed right now in a healthcare industry, sir.
Yeah.
And it is also estimated and projected that 3.2 million new healthcare related jobs will be created in just the coming next year, 8 years.
Oh wow, that's a huge number. Yeah.
And along with that, sir, I just like to stress the government of India is stressing a lot on the healthcare and in trying to improve it. One of the schemes that like the government of India is stressing right now is the Ayushman Bharat
Yes,
scheme,
I have heard
where
about it.
it's over 50,000 Ayushman Bharat centers, which aims at providing the most primary healthcare services
That's right.
to the communities have already started and being implemented all over India.
Okay.
And according to the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan,
yes.
which aims at making India self-reliant,
Self-reliant.
here also we have seen that there's a lot of expenditure slowly coming
Yes.
into the healthcare business.
That's right.
Another factor, sir, would be increase in the life expectancy of the people. And also now we see that slowly after
Yeah.
this pandemic, the people have become more and more aware. They are trying to increase their insurances.
Yeah.
The health insurances is given by the government of India,
Yeah.
and also personal health insurances people are slowly taking up to it. So because of that, yes, the healthcare spending is slowly
Yeah.
increasing in this sector. And also there's something called as telemedicine, sir, which we know it's new technology that has really caught up in the healthcare business,
Yeah.
where we can provide the healthcare services even to the far-flung remote areas.
Okay.
So basically, say in the earlier days, where a patient had to come and see a doctor, he had to spend a lot of money and time to reach a particular destination.
Yeah.
But here, without traveling much distance, a patient can access a doctor even from the remotest village. So I think
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
wonderful concept where we
That's right.
we see the healthcare is reaching the even the remotest corner of the
Yeah.
globe.
That's right. Very well said, sir. This question is very important, and this question is for all the students who are pursuing or who want to pursue hospital management course, and they want to know after pursuing this course what are the career options they can opt for.
Yes, sir. The hospital management offers you a lot of career choices once you graduate from it.
Okay.
So basically, we can start with going for the hospital management itself. You become a hospital manager.
Okay.
And if you have a very good background, or if you have a medical background also, if that like MBBS or something
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
even you can go up to becoming a medical superintendent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of things. But yes, also along with that, if one more doubt I would like to clarify for my
Yeah.
audiences and the students, we basically don't require a medical degree
Yeah.
to join a hospital management.
Yeah.
So this hospital management is actually open for
This is very important information.
All the
Can you
people-
repeat this information, sir, once
so
again?
to join a hospital management. You don't require a medical degree.
Yeah.
You can come from any stream, say
Yeah.
it's an arts,
Yeah.
commerce, or science background, but
Yeah.
yes, and still be part of the industry. So
Yeah.
this indicates the industry is open to all.
Yeah.
So people with different and varied potential can come and join this industry
Yeah.
and become a part of this industry and help
Yeah.
it to become a flourishing industry,
That's
and
right.
also do wonders for themselves
That's
in
right.
the coming long run.
Yeah.
And along with that, sir, they can also go for consultancy services. They can even open up their own consultancy,
Okay.
healthcare consultancy, which is now a booming business. So
Okay.
you can even start.
So you are focusing on health entrepreneurship.
Yes,
if I'm
yes,
not
yes,
wrong.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and even hospital consultancy we have,
Yeah.
which are in house,
Exactly.
and people start them.
I
And
have heard that all these Middle Eastern countries, the people are coming to India following these consultancy. They're taking help of these consultancies. If I'm not
definitely, sir.
wrong.
Definitely, sir.
Okay.
India, sir, is a growing hub for telemedicine, sir,
Hmm.
and we have a lot of medical tourism as well.
Huh.
Because of this improved medical tourism, the lot of people, especially from Middle East,
Yeah.
Southeast Asia,
Yeah, yeah.
and even European countries now, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where we believe that the healthcare is already developed,
That's
but
right.
still, due to the high amount of costs involved in any kind of procedures,
That's right.
and and growing healthcare bills,
Yeah.
it is slowly becoming unaffordable in those countries.
Yeah.
So to take advantage of lower and economic rates
Yeah. And
here in India.
due to quality available.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
very important, sir.
Yes.
We're talking here about quality. We are
Yeah.
giving them the best healthcare services
Yeah.
at an affordable
Affordable price.
price. So a lot of people from these different
Middle
countries,
Eastern, yeah.
Middle Eastern countries,
Yeah.
they would like to come and visit India
Yeah.
and then avail these services, because yes, they, for example, say bypass surgery which would cost you around 40 to 50 lakhs.
That's right.
In a European country
Yeah.
or a Middle Eastern country,
Yeah.
it is almost going to be 1/3 of the cost, sir.
1/3. Yes.
So
right.
see, the same surgery would be done with less than 6 to 7 lakhs here
Yeah,
in India.
that's
So you
right.
see, sir, that's a big difference.
There's a
in
big difference.
in that
Yeah.
in the subject, and that too, they along with the their healthcare taken off, they can even take the use the tourism as
Exactly.
well in India,
Yeah.
and they can see and sightseeing in India.
Yes, you're focusing on health tourism.
Health tourism, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's
So
right.
once they complete their health related
Yeah.
queries, they can come and visit and just enjoy the tourism here in India.
That's right.
So that's why they are giving it a brand and a complete package of
Hmm.
as a medical tourism,
Okay.
where we are actually welcoming people from the other countries to come and be part of our
That's right. That's right.
healthcare system.
Okay. Very well said, sir. And my next question would be, what are the 3 things you have learned from your hospital industry work experience?
Sir, in my knowledge, when I completed this field, and still I'm working as a part of it, I'm an academician now.
Yeah.
What I have learned here is you have to be very, very compassionate
Yeah.
and helping in nature
That's
when
right.
you want to come into this
Yes.
industry.
Yeah.
Because
that's right.
right now you have to place yourself in the shoes of the
Yeah.
other people
Yeah.
who's suffering. So you have to always
Yeah.
think in that particular angle.
Yes.
Because if you don't have that kind of viewpoint, it's very difficult to actually survive in this industry.
Yeah.
Because it is just not like any other industry.
Exactly.
You just are making any kind of product
Mhm.
or services. You're just delivering services.
That's right.
It is giving the same services with an empathy
Right.
for the person who's on the other side of the desk. So I
Yes.
believe, sir, we should always understand the other person here
Hmm.
and value their moral and ethics and even their religious background and cultural background.
right.
Everything taken into picture. We should consider everything and then attend or serve the people. Basically,
Okay.
having the attitude to help the other person.
Serve the person. Yeah, that's right. Very well said, sir. And my last question would be that what tips and suggestions you would like to give the students who are pursuing the hospital management course?
Sir, I would like them to have a passion for the healthcare subject and the healthcare in total, so that they are interested still in this field. And as I told you, sir, it's a job where your
Yeah.
emotional quotient will be at play. So
Yeah.
definitely your emotional factor, you have to keep it in check,
Yeah.
and same time use it at places when
Yeah.
actually is required.
Yeah.
And I would also like the students or the people who are
Yeah.
engaged in this
Yeah.
healthcare field to upgrade their knowledge in the healthcare. And right now we know, so this pandemic situation, a lot of people are not
Yeah.
moving out of the house, so we
Yeah.
are at the confines of our home.
Yeah.
Here at this time, you can actually upgrade your healthcare skills, read about any kind of new healthcare technology, subject, articles that is coming your way.
Yeah.
So you actually, increase your knowledge circle.
That's right.
And also, I would like to state so that a person who really experience or really want to grow in a bigger way and want to try out differently, they can even go and start up their own healthcare business, and they become an entrepreneur in the longer run.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there's an opportunity like that. And I would just like to also say that it's never late to start your venture in healthcare any given day.
Wow. Well said, sir. So, on this note, I would like to end this podcast. Thank you, Dr. Anil, for enlightening our audience about hospital management. It was lovely talking to you. So, that's it from Inspiria Gyan series. In the next episode, we will meet with a new guest. Till then, please take care of yourself. Goodbye.